Champions of League 2. The streets are buzzing with fans and players celebrating together. Promotion to League 1 and the promise of future glory awaits us. We can't lose sight of our ambitions. We need to refocus. This season we are chasing promotion to the Championship and setting our sights on domestic cup success. No more partying. We've had our moment to celebrate, but now it's time for us to get back to work and rebuild this squad. First up is a familiar face. Hugh Johnson re-signs with the club after his contract expired last season. Brazilian winger Barbosa signs a 5-year deal with the Hive on a free transfer. Talented young fullback Lewis Wright completes his medical before signing with the club. American goalkeeping prospect Cohen Adams arrives to provide some much-needed reinforcement in goal. Former Everton Academy graduate Ryan Ledson signs with the Hive to bolster our midfield. Creative playmaker and Croatian international Tony Fruk will wear shirt number 8 this year to lead our attack. Ben Perrington arrives on a free transfer to inject our defence with some invaluable experience. Italian forward-thinking defender Caraval makes his first appearance in a Hive FC shirt for the cameras. Utility player Steve Seddon joins the club and he's already putting the work in ahead of the new season. Manchester City defender Josh Wilson-Esbrand arrives on loan for the rest of the season, with a view to make the deal permanent in the future. Holding midfield player Mihaly Kata signs with the club to reinforce our shape in the centre of the park. And finally, in a deal worth just £600,000, Irish midfielder Connor Coventry is transferred in from Charlton Athletic. With the team now fired up and fully fit, we are now ready to tackle some bigger teams in pre-season. My name is Stuart, and I don't know ball. Pre-season is essential for working out any gaps and weaknesses in our squad. So win, lose or draw here, we will be looking mainly at areas of improvement. And we couldn't get off to a better start here against Heracles Almelo. New signing Fruk heads it down to other new signing Kata, who calmly shoots it past the keeper to make it 1-0. The Hive would get a second goal in the second half, Fruk this time with the cheekiest of chips over the keeper, who got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. The game ends 2-0 and we go marching on in this pre-season tournament. Our second game is against Paris FC, a massive step up in quality here, and we found that out the hard way early in the first half. An incisive ball into the box is met by Kebbel, who makes no mistakes, and it's 1-0 to Paris FC. Paris go 2-0 up shortly after. Defence rather unlucky here as the initial shot is blocked, but lands straight at the boot of Cafaro, who scores with a powerful half volley. Substitute Memphis Depay would come on to rescue something for the Hive, a consolation goal in the end, and the game ends 2-1 to Paris FC. There is a £1 million prize on offer in this tournament, and we still have a chance if we win our last game. And our last game in this tournament is against Strasbourg, and we get off to the perfect start as Fruk assists Depay to make it 1-0. Strasbourg exploit a massive gap in the defence left by Ashton to equalise, but it's left to Memphis Depay to score an absolute worldie here to win the game 2-1. Depay, the top scorer last year, is our top scorer in pre-season, a man who has dug us out of many holes and is looking to lead the charge once more in League 1. Despite his heroics, there are still gaps in this squad, so it's time to head back to the transfer market for some more business. 18-year-old wonder kid Alex Bruno signs to give our midfield a bit of youthful creativity. West Ham midfielder Lewis Orford arrives on loan in search for regular first-team football. And Man City striker Divan Mubama also on loan as backup for free-scoring Memphis Depay. Right, first game of the season today. I'm pretty confident. We've got a step up in class in terms of opponents. We're facing off against Charlton Athletic. So, former Premier League team once upon a time, especially when I was a kid. And yeah, definitely going to be a bit harder than last season. However, I'm very, very happy with how we've done in the transfer market. We've got quite a few, well, a lot of new signings really, and an early chance. That was close. Statement of intent there from Alvarez. Yeah, we got some good players from the free agent market. We got some good players Wow, there were players I thought were a bit better, but according to their rating, maybe not so much. From the loan market, but a lot of potential in this squad. A lot of potential, and players like this, Frook, who I feel might be a standout player this year. Mubama, on loan from Manchester City, scuffs his shot wide there. I'm going to see a replay of that. That was pretty poor, although I think Mubama might be left-footed, so if I try to whack it on his left next time, maybe it won't happen. Maybe you have a better result. Right, we've got a new goalkeeper as well. I was really not loyal, but I had a lot of faith in Oliver last year. And Oliver's definitely going to be in the plans, but he very rarely had anything in terms of backup. We lost our second choice keeper to contract expiring. I chose not to renew it. In the end, we're in trouble here. Chant with the ball in the box. Ooh! A mixed pre-season for the Hive. We did win the entire pre-season tournament, apparently, although it was glaringly obvious the gulf in quality once we faced Paris FC. The game ended 2-1, but the highlights do not do justice to just how difficult that game was. It ended 2-1. We only really came alive once Memphis Depay came on the pitch. Here's Frook. Oh, nice ball in. Alvarez. That was close. Didn't hit it cleanly, but it was close. Yeah, we didn't really come alive until Memphis Depay came on the pitch. And before he was subbed on and scored the goal to make it 2-1, we were getting mashed. But we won. We got £1 million for winning that tournament. Right, here's Mubama. Trying to make up for his earlier miss here. Does well. Back to Johnson. He's going to go for it here. Oh, what a shot. Not a bad effort. Johnson's contract expired. And there was only, I think, 2 or 3 players out of the 11 contracts that expired that didn't. No, 3 of them did find another club, and then the rest were still on the free agents market. So Hugh Johnson was a bit of a standout player. He was a starter last year. He's not going to be as regularly featured because of some of the signings that we've made already, but he was still a very good player, an integral part of. Oh, nice low ball in. Mubama couldn't control it. So yeah, I decided to bring Hugh Johnson back, and I'm not playing all of the new signings today, but here's one of them. Coventry. Caraval to Green. Back to right. Oh, nice. Mubama feeds in Green. Blocked. We get a corner for it. I'm also not starting Memphis Depay today. Now, Memphis Depay was one of, if not the standout player from last year, but he is 31. Oh, nice. On the volley. He's 31 years old. And I'm going to try not to be so heavily reliant on him. We need this entire squad to develop and fulfill their potential without having to rely on experienced players and gain some experience of their own. Nice save. And again, the follow-up save. Probably should have kept hold of it, really. Right. Frook. Oh. The moment Frook gets a foothold on this game, half-time. Right. Not a bad first half. I don't think we're in danger at all. But we need a goal. We need a goal. Right, Mubama taking it off. To Frook. We might bring on one of our other new players. Here's Wright. So you can always tell. Oh, nice pass from Wright. I was just about to slag him off, but that was a great pass from Wright. And Mubama, this time on his left, makes it 1-0. Former West Ham Academy player. His contract expired at West Ham. He went to Man City, and now we managed to get him on loan. In a good deal, I must say. I think we're only paying 30% of his wages. But he's going to gain some experience here. And I wouldn't mind, really, if we made this deal permanent at one point in time. But it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. He needs to perform. He needs to be consistent. And he's got off to a great start here. 1-0. First goal of the season. First game of the season. And we are winning. It'd be nice to get all 3 points. It'd be nice to keep a clean sheet, really. All right. Andre Green, whose position in the squad is at risk. I found Andre Green to be a very good player when he turned up last year, but incredibly inconsistent. And we've bought another new left-sided midfield player. We might bring him on in a bit. Barbosa, Brazilian. Young, 18 years old. Don't believe he's a real-life player. I think he might be AI generated, but a lot of potential. In fact, next time the ball goes out, we'll bring him on. Oh no, header! Alright, let's bring on Kata, because Kata's one of our new signings as well. Let's take off Green for Barbosa, and we can either bring on... Orford is on loan from West Ham. Wilson Esbrand is on loan from Man City. And Ledson was one of our new... Ooh, he's one of our new... full-time players. You know what I'm going to do? Now, Wilson Esbrand is a very good player. You know what I might do just for a bit. This is a hell of a shout here. A lot of people wouldn't do this, but he's a left back. I'm going to put him in the centre attacking midfield role. Or I could put him here. Put Wilson Esbrand on the left. No, I've got. Right, let's make a decision here. Let's put Wilson Esbrand on the left. Let's put Barbosa on the right. Let's stick Alvarez in the middle, and then Depay later on in the game can replace one of those players because he can play not hold him, but number 10. He can play number 9. New keeper. He's 6'3". He's American. Oh no, that's a poor defensive move there. Speechless. I didn't skip that. No disrespect to Charlton there. Right, Purrington, who I've known of Purrington for a number of years. I know that he's 29 years old. At one point in time when he was a lot younger, he showed a lot of potential. So I thought, you know what, I'll sign him. He'll be good, not cover, like he could be a good stalwart, like a starting player in the centre-back role. And I saw his rating was 63, and we've already got players that can fill that role. If I'd have scouted him before I signed him, I probably wouldn't have signed him. But I've got faith in him. I've got faith. He's going to come good. Rating doesn't mean everything. Right, Mbama spreads the ball out wide there to Barbosa, and Barbosa does well to get past his man here. Oh, poor pass, but we've won a corner. I'll take it. I will take it. And Thierry Small with a yellow card. What did he get a yellow card for here? Oh, that's poor. That was poor. He went head first into the ground. Okay. Right. Coventry isn't really known for being a set piece taker, so he's going to take it short here. Barbosa gets it in nicely. Mbama chooses to chest it rather than go for goal. Can he go for goal here? No. Comes back out to Barbosa for a third time. Come on. And here's Kata. New signing on his left. Weak foot. Weak foot, weak shot. Still 1-0. Right, I tell you what. I don't think he's going to be on for long, but let's bring Depay on. And I don't think anyone else can really come on here. Can we have... yeah, whatever. That'll do. We might not even get time to see these lads come on, but... Barbosa, again. Oh, is he... Thought it was too hard. Go for goal. Go for goal. Oh. Good save. Good save by Para. Would have been nice to finish this with a 2-goal lead, but a win's a win. 3 points is 3 points, and if we can hold on here, we will collect all 3 points. Oh, it's not a bad effort. All right, the subs are coming on. And it's all over. Right, we'll give Lewis Orford and we'll give Memphis Depay a run out in the next match. But as far as today goes, it's a good start to the season. We're not top. I doubt we're going to be top with a 1-goal cushion, but a win's a win. It's early days, and we are setting our stall out for the EFL League 1, and we are going for that championship. We are going for the title. And on to the next. It was a bit early to have a cup match already. It's only our second game of the season properly. And our match here today is against Norwich in the Carabao Cup. And I'm learning very quickly that our squad might be a little bit thin on the ground in certain areas. Oh, I haven't changed the kit. That's all right. I can decipher between the shorts at least. Okay, there's Stan Dancy, who's... Oh, I'll be honest. I'll be honest with Dancy. He was not at the level that we expected of him last year in League 2. Now we're in League 1. And we're in the Carabao Cup facing a team a league above again. Here's Lewis. Ooh. Not a bad effort, but it's still blocked. And we need to really, really focus defensively in this game because Norwich, they will punish us. Ooh, they have Premier League experience. All right, here's Lewis Orford, who came on for a cameo appearance at best in our first game. All right, nice little footwork there by Orford. I'm impressed by that. Saunders into Lewis. Back. Depay hits the post. Oh my. Seddon, who's naturally a left back. But, like I said, we're a bit thin when it comes to players in certain positions. We've got a left midfield playing right midfield today. And we've got a left back playing left midfield. So, but not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. Depay should have got that. Depay should have got that. Onto Sands. Oh no! Good save. Good save by Oliver, who's back in between the posts today. Oh no. Look at this. We're getting schooled here by Norwich. It's okay though. Near misses don't count. We can rebuild from this. Dancer with a header. Couldn't get it to another Hive player. Ooh. Don't let him bully you. Don't let him bully you. Forcing them to pass back here. All the way back. And now Depay's got it. Right, I said we can't be over-reliant on Depay. That is 100% a red card. That has to be a red card. That is a goal-scoring opportunity. How is that only a yellow? He was through on. The ref did not get that right. Awful. Awful challenge. Awful decision. Awful refereeing. Cheers, ref. That made the world of difference, didn't it? Okay. I tell you what. Depay's free kick accuracy is actually not bad, you know. I don't know how to take a free kick in this game. Free kicks in older FIFA games used to be so easy. Right, just go for it. Belt it, mate. Belt it. Tell you what, it weren't a bad effort. It weren't particularly good either, but I'm in shock that Norwich still have 11 players on the pitch. That was a rotten challenge. That was a terrible... He's so fortunate to be still on the pitch. Not only was he... Oh, no. There's no justice. There is no justice.
Well, just take another look at this.
Norwich go 1-0 up.
Behind the defense is superbly
I'm not even gonna grace that with a replay.
There's no stopping that.
Right, Lewis, who wasn't a starter last year. We've had players come in that are better quality than him, but he's still fighting for a position in this squad, and he still has his place in this squad. He still deserves to be in this squad. Some game-changing moments came from Jude Lewis last year, and he stayed with us. We're getting smashed. We're getting smashed. It's 1-0 to Norwich. It could be 1-0 to us. It could be 1-1. It could have been 2 or 3-0 to Norwich. It's a very, very topsy-turvy, up and down game here. Oh, get fucked. Not happy about that. Not happy about that in the slightest. How's he managed to get it in from there? You can have a replay on that one. Check this out. I would say the keeper had no chance, but the keeper had every chance in the world to save that and still managed to mess it up. We might be going out of the Carabao Cup here. Oh, come on.
I think most defenders would expect to be booked halting an attack in that fashion. Well, the referee,
they're playing dirty. They're playing like Leeds in the 70s. Alright, here's Nelson. To Lewis Orford. Come on, get that ball in. Find space, mate. Find space. Here's Kata. Oh, terrible pass. Awful pass. Alright, this has been a bit of a reality check today. I thought the pre-season match against Paris was a reality check, but this even more so. Right, Seddon on the left. Where is Depay? Can't get past his man here. We're going to have to... There we go, nice. Tackle by Kata. Seddon on the left looking for space. Kata. Oh, he's miles offside. Called it. Called it. Right, we need subs. We need a bit more quality here. Who the hell have we got? Not a lot is the answer. I'm keeping Kata on, but I'm going to put Kata on the other side. Saunders and Seddon can switch places. That might do something. And do you know what? Fox wanted a game. Not yet. Let's keep that for now. Let's keep that for now. We've got 30 minutes to make something of this game. Is it going to happen for us? Still gutted that Norwich have got 11 players on the pitch. They should be down to 10. We should be 1-0 up. We should have been cruising in this match. It's a cruel game. Right, nice tackle by Ashton. Ugh. 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Right, Seddon on the right this time.
And teammates around him.
Or Bruno. Good effort. Saved by the goalkeeper in the end. This has been a disappointing day. It just goes to show how important, rebuilding a squad is after getting promoted. I feel like we've done a very good job, and we have rebuilt for a season in League One. But we're going to have to do exactly the same thing again if we're going to have a chance of getting out of this. Bruno's fantastic. Who is this guy? Better than Saunders. Oh, Ledson falls on his arse. Nice, nice. Oh, brilliant tackle by that Norwich defender to get out.
5 minutes to go. Jonathan Rowe.
I'm impressed by this Bruno kid. Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
And still pressing.
Done just enough there. Can we get a goal? Can we just get a goal out of this match? It's been embarrassing. Saunders. Depay's been completely anonymous in this game. I've given up. My controller's down. Norwich have made it 3. We have been eliminated from the Carabao Cup.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this
in just our second game of the season. We can't let this affect the rest of the season. Winning the Carabao Cup is not essential for our goals. I do want to win it. It is for me winning the Carabao Cup at least once within the 4 years that we're playing this. I want to win this cup. I genuinely thought that this year was probably not our best chance, but a very good chance, much better chance than last year. But it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. We're just going to have to step it up in the league, and we're going to have to step up in the FA Cup when that rolls around. But the match ends 3-0 to Norwich, and we're out. And I'm going to take out all my frustration out on Ryan Reynolds today. Yes, it is the Hive versus Wrexham. Two teams that are on a rampage through the leagues. Wrexham have done such a good job. Obviously with the financial backing of Hollywood, but they have done very, very well. They have climbed up the rankings from non-league. I believe they're championship this year, IRL, but we are hot on their tails here. Ooh, Brooke does well to hold on to it. Alvarez, couldn't get it into Depay. I've started Depay today. Not to be reliant on him, not to be overly reliant, but to give him an opportunity to right some wrongs from the last game. That was a good pass up to Mullin. Oh, Smith couldn't get the shot off properly. I feel like we may have just done enough there to block that shot. Here's Caraval. Poor pass. Poor pass. Right, we need to work on passing. That was a nice tackle there from Casey, who is not a permanent player for the Hive. He is on loan from West Ham, and it was a 2-year loan, so this will possibly be his last season at the club. But he's very good. He hasn't majorly improved ratings-wise, so who knows? We might elect to try and keep him on. Especially if he performs. Oh, no. Cannon, good ball in, but the end product was pretty shoddy. We're lucky. Look, this is 100% a step up in class. Like, just going up one league in the English Football League. Even with the players that we have signed, this is noticeably harder, noticeably more difficult here. Good defending. Poor pass from Montez, but Montez does well to shore up at the back. Here's right. Right. I reckon we've been trying too hard to run past players, whereas we should be focusing on passing here. Good. First goal for Frook. Good passing. Not trying to take everyone on. Not everyone trying to be a hero. Just get that ball in the box, pass it into space, and the moment it was in space there, Frook made no mistake, and it was a powerful shot into the goal. See it from another angle here. Alvarez, small pass, one touch, then the shot. That's all you need. 1-0. Like I said, I'm taking my frustration out on Wrexham today. Got nothing but respect for Wrexham. A lot of people look down on Wrexham, not a real club. Financial backing, Hollywood, Netflix. But they've done a monumental job. Right, here's right. Not taking on everyone on. Good ball to Alvarez, and Alvarez. Oh, wasn't a bad effort. Wasn't a bad effort in the end. Oh no! Good challenge by Wright. Gets it to Andre Green.
Thanks, Alex, as always.
His position, like I said, is in danger, but he's still in. He's still performing, and it's motivated him somewhat. Oh, nearly a goal as well. Good challenge by Frook to Bruno. Oh God! I gave Bruno a start today because he seemed to be one of the more active and creative players when we played Norwich and got knocked out of the cup. But done all right today. Been a bit quiet. Been a bit quiet as Bruno, but that shot was a decent effort, and it was nearly 2-0. It was worth a go. All right, let's see if we can kick on from that one. Smith taking everyone on. Bolton. Casey's in the wrong position here. A good save by Oliver. And Wright did a good thing there. He wants me to take Caraval off. He's not that tired. That was like save Seddon for the next game. Alright, here's Coventry. Coventry trying to spread it out wide here. Alvarez cuts inside. Gets it to Depay, who's in space. Oh, that was a poor shot. He was never comfortable. He was never comfortable before he took that effort on. Good save by the keeper, though. Take nothing away. That was a good save. Oh, brilliant challenge by Coventry. To Alvarez. Into Frook. Takes one touch. I thought he just sneaked it in there. But he was on the turn. On his weaker foot. Oh, do you know, it was miles away. It was actually pretty poor in the end. Right. Ugh. Green. Chasing Longman. Oh no. Good shot from outside the area. A bit desperate from Wrexham now. Right. Is he left-footed? He's passing everything with his left. Oh, Coventry's had a great game so far. Giving it away. And we've given away a corner here to Wrexham. Who's taking it? Right, we're bringing Wright off. Now I think he's left-footed. We might as well replace him with another left-footed player in that right-back position. But might give us something else here. All right, Caraval. Oh, nice. Well, I thought it was nice. He managed to get up for the header, but couldn't do anything with it. Casey, not looking comfortable in possession here. Right, here's Bruno. What can Bruno do here? That was a lovely move there to avoid the defender, and it's played on to Andre Green. He's being chased. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, Green's won it back. Here's the pie. Going for a signature shot here. Again, didn't catch it right. Just didn't catch it right. Oh, he missed the replay. Okay, 15 minutes. So our league record looks great. We've kept, well, if it ends 1-0, we've kept 2 clean sheets and we've won our first 2 matches. We've only scored 1 goal in each game though, which isn't fantastic. We need more. We need strength. Confidence comes from goals, and right now I don't feel 100% confident here. Ledson does well to get it into Frook. To Depay, can he find space? No, he can't. Possession was lost quite easily there. You can tell he's losing a step. He's only 31. Mikel Antonio's playing until he's 35. Just made his return at time of recording after a broken leg. Oh my God. Alvarez went for the shot from outside the box. I think we're getting a bit desperate now in terms of creating chances. But here's Rathbone for Wrexham. Good.
That was close.
On another day, that would have been in. That would have been 1-1. Do we have it in us to make one more chance here? Do we want to? Do we want to risk it? Of course we do. Of course we do. Good ball. Good ball to Depay. And Depay trying his hardest to find some space here. And he has. But it's a poor effort in the end.
Plenty of positives for them to take away, not least the 3 points.
Worrying, I could always count on Depay to bang in a 30-yard goal last season, but we might have to look at a few different creative options here. I saw as well that Montez, we had an offer in for Montez for 7 million. That's how much money we got from coming up this year, and I was tempted, but I'm keeping faith in these players, and we're just going to roll on. We're just going to roll on. Our second league game of the season is against Mansfield Town. Another strong start here. Mahali Kata calm under pressure to keep the defender away and place it away from the goalkeeper and into the net. Only 1 goal separates these two sides. A close defensive game ends with all 3 points coming home with the Hive. Next up, we're against Oxford United in another very close game. 0-0 until the 92nd minute. Memphis Depay wins our side a penalty after a poorly timed challenge just inside the box. Depay steps up to take it. The team are nervous. Depay had been our saviour all of last season and a massive reason why we won the league and gained promotion. Keeper guesses correctly, but the shot is too powerful and the Hive win with the last kick of the game. Celebrations and relief around the stadium as everyone crowds around Depay, but little did they know the unthinkable was about to happen. With just 5 hours remaining on transfer deadline day, Fenerbahce table a £31.5 million offer for Memphis Depay. This is not an easy decision. Yes, the influx of money would be seismically helpful, but would we have the time or the appeal to replace him with another quality striker? Let's find out. Memphis Depay leaves the Hive FC a hero. The massive offer made by Fenerbahce is too good to turn down. No person is bigger than the club. My job here is to build this squad and ensure that we are not heavily reliant on just one player. With Depay leaving, it leaves the door open for other players to step up and step out. That being said, it's going to take a lot of savvy and a fair amount of luck to do any sort of business in 5 hours. And we may have just completely run out of savvy, luck and time. After deals for Armando Broja, Joe Geldhart and Evan Ferguson all fell through, a bid of $3.8 million for 35-year-old Mikel Antonio was accepted by West Ham, but neither side could come to terms on the contract. Let's take this as a blessing in disguise. I love Mikel Antonio as a player, but the Hive FC need to focus on the future. With the transfer window slammed shut, we put our faith in our players and look toward our match with Sheffield Wednesday. Man City Loni Mubama is the first person to step up. A strong solo run into the box results in a firm left-footed strike to beat the keeper and make it 1-0. Brilliant goal. Sheffield Wednesday retaliate, however. Some good movement and a strike deflecting off the post and into the net for the equaliser. Ed Saunders refuses to be forgotten, finds his way into space and slots home to make it 2-1. And that goal would win us the game and secure all 3 points. Next up is Wycombe Wanderers at home. I'll play this goal in real time for you. Wycombe have a corner in the 4th minute which falls to Efrain Alvarez. Alvarez then takes it upon himself to dribble the entire length of the pitch, beating every Wycombe player before making it one-on-one with the goalkeeper and confidently placing the ball into the net. A massive statement of intent from this player. The Hive go 1-0 up. The lead was short-lived, however. Wycombe equalised through a magnificent strike from Mendes. Ward puts Wycombe ahead with this equally brilliant goal. Tony Frook for the Hive takes charge to make it 2-2 now. Wycombe bite back to make it 3-2. And finally, the man in focus, Divan Mubama, scores to make it 3-3 and rescue a point. And as you can tell, I'm full of confidence and have no regrets whatsoever.
The atmosphere is building.
Oh, what have I done? I've got instant seller's remorse. Now that our top performing striker and goal scorer from last season is now gone. Memphis Depay has left the club, but we've got a lot of money. Unfortunately, I couldn't use any of that money because it was right at the end of the transfer window. But if we can survive, if we can keep winning games, which we're showing that we've got firepower. Depay wasn't going to help in defence. That defence restructure is going to come from elsewhere. And that is a decent challenge there from Wright to get it out. We're facing Exeter City today. Here comes Lewis, playing out of position. Mubama, who's got weaknesses, but he certainly has strengths as well. What a good ball into Lewis. And he's got his first goal of the season. He was very close to leaving the club. Very close to leaving the club. We've got firepower. We have firepower. We've got the ability to score goals. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We just need to shore up in defence.
It's inch perfect. And then what a finish too. He gets plenty of.
But that's going to come from me.
It's hard for the keeper to save. It's a really good goal.
Good goal to kick things off. Right. Enough celebrating. We're only 12 minutes in here. Get that ball back. I was shocked with Wycombe. Wycombe only just came up with us from League 2. It looks like they've got a... Oh no, it looks like they've got a new striker. Good block. Good block. That was a terrible clearance. Keep it in. Keep it in. Alright, it's all good. Just calm down. Just calm down. Ashton is showing the same weaknesses, leaky defence from last year. He's actually our second highest rated centre-back that we've got. I was trying to replace him in the transfer market, but a lot of players, especially the quality players that I'm interested in bringing into this club, they are simply not interested at this point. But here comes Kata. Can we feed someone in here? Here's Mubama. Take a step. Oh, nice. Probably the best bit of control he's shown so far from tight spaces. Couldn't quite get it in though. Made the keeper work though. Right. Defence. Defence now. I'm happy with the midfield. There might be a couple of areas that we might want to strengthen in, but I'm happy with Connor Coventry as a centre-back. I'm very happy with Kata, who's now our new captain. Wow. Right, this game only just started, right? You better find some energy from somewhere. Right, here is Ashton. Never looks comfortable on the ball. It's like Maguire playing for England. Every time he was on the ball, never looked comfortable. Right, here's Green to Barbosa. Yet to score in a Hive shirt. Can today be the day that changes? We put him in an attacking midfield role. Ooh, nice work there. Coventry couldn't get the ball through to Barbosa. Ooh. Right, that's going to need to improve. And again, good challenge by Coventry. And it's the first half over and we're winning. We're winning. after the first half. It's something. After everything that's gone on, the drama, the transfer deadline day drama, I was not expecting. He wasn't up for sale. I wasn't expecting a transfer offer from Besiktas. Ooh, here's right. Mubama, nice C-step. Oh, good effort. Powerful, on target, just not quite. Right, how's your turn, Mubama? Not bad. The shot was straight at the keeper, though. Yeah, just wasn't expecting an offer for Depay. When I bought Depay, to be fair, I did say I would be happy with where we're at in the footballing pyramid. I would be happy with a transfer offer at some point of around 10 million. So the fact that someone came in with a, what is it, £31.5 million offer or whatever it was, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no, even if transfer deadline day, we only had a couple of hours. Oh, we missed out on Mikel Antonio, which I think was, you know, possibly a blessing in disguise. We missed out on Evan Ferguson, who in real life had a shocking season on loan for West Ham. And we missed out on, I can't remember who the other person was. Oh, it was Chelsea striker. Oh, I can't even, I'm not even going to remember his name now, am I? Now forget it. Think about this game, Stuart. Think about this game. Right. Kata to Barbosa to Lewis for his second. Good goal. Good finish. And we're back. We're back. We're taking this seriously. Look, Depay only scored 1 goal for us this season so far. But he had the potential for so much, and last year he got us out of so many difficult situations. He will be missed, but we're going to use this as an opportunity to galvanise this squad, to motivate this squad, rather than having a big player. You see it all the time when a big player leaves a club, the club kind of capitulates. Happened when Declan Rice left West Ham. It happened when Mahrez left Leicester. Oh, here we go. Right, get back on the defence now. Good header from Montez, but Shaw's up. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. Good block from Ashton. Right, show your worth, Ashton, because you were on the chopping block, my friend. Right, here comes Kata. Kata. Forward to Mubama. Good bit of skill. Oh, he's got no timing. He has to take a 4-mile run up with space around him to get a shot on goal. That should have been in. I'll be honest with you. I like Mubama as a player, but that was just not good enough. Right, here's Mubama again with the pass this time. Good option. Good options. Barbosa to Mubama. It's 3. Take it all back. Take it all back. I mean, he had miles of space. He couldn't miss that. I'd have been a very, very unhappy manager if he'd have missed this one. Good ball into Coventry. Barbosa very unselfish. Mubama on his weak foot. To be fair to him, on his weak foot, goes for power, and it pays off. 3-0. We needed this. We needed this. It looked like heads were down in the last match. Although we did fight back time and time again, but the defence was just shocking. Shocking all over the place. Right, don't let him get a goal. Don't let him get a goal. There's only a minute left. Good tackle by Wilson Esperand. Good ball over to Green. Can he pass it inside? Mubama takes one touch, and it's a great goal.
It's become a question of just how many they'll get.
Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Everything I've criticised Mubama for so far, He took a good touch to get it past the defender.
So impressive. The defenders
He hit it under pressure,
and what a strike that
and it was a brilliant strike
some power and
to get it in the goal as well.
It's a good finish.
4-0. 4-0. We're in the danger zone. The rules still apply. We score 4 goals or more 2 games in a row. I will have to turn that difficulty level up.
That was an emphatic result, wasn't
But I'll be
it?
honest with you, I'm struggling with it already.
Every time they went forward, you thought they were going to score. I'm sure they'll be pleased with
We haven't got any cup games, so the next game will be a league game. And on to the next. And the next game is against Lincoln City. The future's exciting at the Hive. With change comes opportunity, and these players are taking it right now. Led by this man, Mubama, 4 goals in his last 3 games and proving that we still have what it takes to win. He's even involved in the first goal, providing the assist for Tony Brook, who fires a powerful right-footed shot into the net. Brook would then go it alone for his second goal, too fast for the defenders before dispatching on his left to make it 2-0. Lastly, Mubama rounds off a comfortable display, controlling confidently and lacing the ball to beat the keeper. The game ends 3-0. Next up, we travel to Fleetwood Town. Despite Mubama's form, we are still lacking options up front, so natural winger Ed Saunders starts up front today, and he takes his opportunity in his stride. Lovely touch to beat the defender before curling the ball round the keeper to make it 1-0. Another goal of the season candidate here. Returning midfielder Hugh Johnson takes 1 touch to set the ball, then unleashes an unstoppable looping shot over the goalkeeper and into the net. 18-year-old wonder kid Alex Bruno gets in on the act now, calm under pressure and clinical in finishing from outside the box. Jude Lewis not to be outdone though. A chipped ball in from Andre Green finds Lewis in space, who manages to interfere with the passing of time itself before volleying the ball into the goal. Signs of overconfidence creep in late on in the game. Some awful defending gives Fleetwood a goal back to make it 4-1. And we wouldn't learn our lesson here. Coughlin afforded another opportunity, which he takes, and the game here would end 4-2. Back at home now and looking to make amends against Plymouth. A wonderful start for the Hive. Alvarez chests the ball down, lets it bounce and then scores with a rocket of a shot. Disaster would strike, however. A bad tackle on Tony Brook results in a broken elbow and he'll be out for 2 months. Mubama is unstoppable right now. Another signature strike on his left to make the game 2-0. Barbosa negotiates a low ball into the box, which is met by Fox, and it's 3-0. And that's how this game ends. All 3 points and we are looking comfortable right now. Maybe too comfortable. We'll look into that after our next match. A vital game with this season possibly our last chance to make a real impact in the BSM Trophy.
Well, they know what
BSM Trophy is a domestic cup competition that is open to League 1 and League 2 teams. And last year, we did not do very well in this cup. We got through the group stages. We just couldn't make it any further than, I think, the 2nd or 3rd round. So I said one of the goals I have for this playthrough in this career mode is that I want to win as much as possible. I want to win everything. And even though this isn't top of the list, or top of our list again this year, is promotion into the Championship, which is the league above League 1, I still want to win this one. I feel like this is exercising some demons from last year. I want to win this. We've already been knocked out of the Carabao Cup. So that one's going to have to wait. But this is actually our last chance, because if we do get promoted, which I fully intend on this team getting promoted into the Championship, oh, do some defending, good shot. When we do get promoted, this competition isn't going to be available to us anymore. So this is really our last chance of winning this. Great save by Oliver. The good news is we've got Grimsby in our first match. Grimsby was a team that we beat 7-1 last year, followed by, I think, a 4-1 victory in the second fixture in the league. We're not faring too well to start off with, but saying that, our right back, Lewis Wright, who is left-footed, is doing a great job here, and that is a good shot. Fooled the defender after 14 minutes. And it's 1-0. Okay, that's the good news. The good news is we're 1-0 up. The bad news is our current star player and our best centre attacking midfield player that we've got, Tony Frook, broke his elbow in the last match and he's out for 2 months. So we are really having to make do here. We're without our striker after Memphis Depay departed us, and now we're without Tony Frook. But I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. I made sure that we've got a bit more depth in the squad this year. There's a few players who are a bit more on the fringe last year and are really only being used out of necessity. One of those players that's being used out of necessity is Fox, who is on the bench today. He won't actually be with us come halfway through the season because we've already brokered a deal with his new club, and he has been sold. So we will need to do some business. Oh, go on, go for the long shot. Go for the long shot. Right again. On his left this time. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. We will need to be doing some more dealings in the transfer window. I have been very sensible because we got a massive windfall from the sale of Memphis Depay, which was
The short corner routine.
helpful was an understatement at this point. Very helpful. All right, again with a shot. Nearly fell to Lewis there, but not quite. So I've used that money. I've got some more youth academy scouts. So we are going to be bringing in more young players through our academy. We've got all of the contracts that I wanted to tie up that are expiring at the end of the season, they have now been extended by 2 or 3 years. So we're not going to have the same mass exodus that we had last season. So we're in a very, very good position. And we got 7 million for being promoted. And that 7 million did not last very long, even with just buying, not even buying, even with just signing players from the free agency market. It still cost us, and we still blasted through that 7 million quite quickly. But with the sale of Depay and everything that we've done to sort of restructure this club, we still have about £25 million left, which is incredible. There's a lot of players that I did want to buy, and I did try and buy in the transfer market. However, they were not unwilling to relocate. They didn't see the vision. They didn't see the vision, but they will see the vision. I don't necessarily blame them for not joining the club. I'm not going to hold it against them, especially if I want to sign them eventually. Liam Delap was one of the players that I really wanted. Ipswich striker, 22 years old, and showing a lot of potential, a lot of promise. I do believe he's joined Chelsea in real life. That's how good he was last season. But signing Liam Delap feels like it's going to be attainable. I feel like we're going to have a lot more success signing players once we get into the Championship. Right, second half starting. We're 1-0 up against Grimsby. We should be doing a lot better against Grimsby. We have been absolutely smashing it so far. I have a sneaking suspicion that at some point we are going to need to turn the difficulty level up, because having a look at some of the results that we've had, we've let in a fair few goals, but we have had a 4-0 victory, a 2-0 victory, a couple of 3-0 victories. It's going a little bit too well, and this was always meant to be a challenge, right? Oh, headed down to Bruno, just left it. I mean, he was pulled back a little bit. He might have been offside, actually. Yeah, he knew he was offside. Right, I'm not going to bring on Schmidt just yet. And Schmidt is shit. I've played as him in a few of these matches now, and he can't seem to control the ball. He's got a half-decent shot on him, but there's no point if you're never going to get into space.
Well, he's got to be pleased with
Maybe.
his first half performance. He was certainly one of the better
Seeing
players.
as we are the level above now, and we're facing a team that is a league below us, maybe now is the time to give him a little bit of a run out. Not putting Ledson at right back. Let's see what changes we can make very quickly. Let's bring Saunders back into the midfield. Let's have Bruno come off for Schmidt. Let's have Ledson come on for Coventry. And possibly Lewis, who we do need to rest a little bit. And we'll have Orford go... Let's have Kata go up a little bit, because Kata does have a pretty decent shot on him. And then at right back, let's bring on Casey, and that's done. That'll do for us. We're 2/3 of the way through this match. I know for a fact the other team that's in our group, because it's a group of 3, and you play each other, I think, once. From memory. Ooh, good header. Good defensive header.
Solving the problem.
Right, come on, Green. So obviously, all 3 teams cannot play at exactly the same time. We're the team that had to wait here, and it was Grimsby that lost that first match against Crawley Town. Ooh, nice. Feel like that's ours. Yeah, that's our throw-in. So Grimsby are the beatable team here. They are losing right now, and here we go. Schmidt, who I've been slagging off. Awful shot. It's just an awful shot. Go on, win it back. Done well. Lost it. Won it back again. Back to Orford. Yet to score.
High quality defending.
But he is a defensive midfielder. Not a bad effort, that. Not a bad effort from range. Still 1-0. Oh, I can deal with a 1-0 win. I'm fine with a 1-0 win. It's points that matter. And if we manage to beat... Ooh, Purrington. Ball in. It's going to fall to Kata here. It's done well. Montez, the centre-back. On his weaker foot from range. It was never going to be easy. McEachran. Forgot about him. Do you know he played for Grimsby now? Former Chelsea Academy, I believe. Right. Ooh. Oh, it's gone for everyone. Montez has done well, though. Alright, Kata playing a little bit further up the pitch than what he's used to here. Tried to get the chip ball over to Green. This is poor. We should be scoring lots and lots and lots of goals against Grimsby. We scored 11 in 2 games against them last season. Orford. Oh, he went for it. That is a really good save. Let's bring on Fox for the last 6 minutes. Fox is going to replace Kata. Didn't really give him much of a chance in that attacking midfield role, but we're winning. That's all that matters. Okay. To Purrington. Gets it to Ledson. Oh, he tried to take on the defender and failed. Oh, no. This is bad. They've got a lot of space here. Wilson Esbrand is going to have to... Oh, no. He's lost it. Oliver with a easy save in the end. Casey's done well. Casey's done very well, in fact. Right, Saunders to Schmidt, who cannot run at players. He's unable to do so. Well, he's giving it a good go now, but that was never going to happen. That was never going to happen. It's all over. It's 1-0. We're through in the cup. Don't let a measly 1-0 win fool you. I've noticed. We are absolutely firing on all cylinders so far this year. We've only lost 1 match. Now, we may not have scored 4 goals in 2 matches in a row, but we have had a 4-0 win, a 3-0 win, and a 4-2 win, all in quick succession. It's time to move these sliders around a bit and give us a bit more of a challenge going into our next game away to Huddersfield Town. And if you think that moving a few things back slightly won't make any difference, just watch how this game started. Huddersfield kick off, they knock the ball around a little bit and our players are glued to the ground. The ball gets to Koroma, who takes one touch to turn and then hits this ridiculous left-footed shot over Oliver in goal. Maybe I'm getting too cocky now, maybe it was just unstoppable, but one thing's for sure, it wasn't a fluke. A few minutes later, Koroma does it again, this time on his right foot. The Hive are 2-0 down and we're in serious trouble here. We do manage a goal back, nothing spectacular, the ball in from Coventry is side-footed into the net by Mubama. Mubama again finds the ball in the box, slightly hesitant but manages to turn and strike to rescue a point. The game ends in a draw at 2-2. We will need to find that extra gear in defence for our next match. The Hive play host to Bristol Rovers today. The perfect start to the game. Coventry with another assist, this time for Andre Green, who makes it 1-0. The Hive go 2-0 up in the second half. Alvarez's shot is blocked, but lands to Alex Bruno, who chests the ball beyond the defender and slots the ball into the goal. He's only 18 and playing like this. The future is very bright for this young player. The match ends with 2 goals and that all-important clean sheet. Next up, we're away to Wimbledon. Another great start. Mubama living up to the hype by making it 1-0 with a well-placed shot. The Hive get a second goal, Barbosa with his first goal for the club, skillfully beating the defenders before shooting from a tight angle. Keeper maybe should have done better, but we'll take it. The shot was too hard and the game ends in another 2-0 victory. Can we keep this going into our next match? The Hive FC are at home to Notts County. Not so great of a start this time. Defence is showing holes again, and Oliver is beaten to leave us 1-0 down. Andre Green continues his fine form. Another brilliant strike from him makes it all level again. And speaking of fine form, Alex Bruno races onto the ball from Alvarez and again calmly side foots the ball into the net. 2-0 the game ends, but we still have lots to do here. Just messing around with the sliders a little bit has made it almost a completely different game. But that's what I said. Said I wanted to make this a challenge, and that's exactly what we're doing. And the closer the games are, the more realistic it is anyway. So, and it's not impossible. So I'm going to stop bitching now. I'm going to stop bitching. Here's Mubama. Oh, see, just that's the pass speed being turned. I'm already bitching. I said I wasn't going to bitch. I'm already bitching. Stopping. Right, Coventry tries to get the header down to Alvarez. Did not work. And again, Coventry managed to get up. Oh, hello. Ball to Alvarez. Mubama on his right. Poor shot in the end. Less said about that, the better. And again. Nice replay. Okay. Pereira taking the goal kick. To Dean. To Ahmed. Savage. Any relation? No, this one actually can string a pass together. Right.
Many thanks, Alex.
If you know, you know. Right. Ooh, nice interception. I tell you what, Ashton, our centre-back, has really stepped it up. I don't know if it's because it's the best of a bad situation with this defence. Nice save there off of Lewis's shot. But Ashton seems to be getting really stuck in with the slide tackles especially, and with the blocks. He's always in position here. His passing's got a lot better. He's definitely in position a lot more. Oh, here we go. Hatter. Forward to Alvarez. Into Mubama. Oh, that should have been on target at least.
Not on target.
I mean, we'll happily say that the defender got in his way a little bit and put him off the shot, but that really should have been a goal. Okay, there's only 26 minutes in, so we're not going to let this hinder us or knock our confidence. We are the better team so far in this game. When I played against Huddersfield a few games ago, it was obvious that we were not the better team right off the bat. Oh, Lewis should have been running down the right there, to the right of Mubama, but he decided to go inside, and the ball was to nobody in the end. Right, high press again. Oh, nicely won by Green. Lewis going to go on his own here. Oh, can he keep away from... Oh, brilliant. He stayed strong, did Jude Lewis, and still managed to get the shot on target. Lewis is one of those players that was a fringe player. He wasn't a starter last year. And I really thought that we were going to see the end of Jude Lewis in this season. And it's been complete opposite of what I thought it was going to be. He's really stepped up. He's taken to League One football like nobody expected, really. And he's been scoring goals, especially with Tony Fruck in his absence. Jude Lewis is our only real, natural centre attacking midfield player. And when called upon, he's done a great job. But just to think that a player like that was so close to leaving, we are still missing, or I'm still missing, Jaden Bailey from last year. And the fact that we didn't even make any money off of Jaden Bailey is actually very disappointing. Maybe one day we'll be reunited. I don't think he was a very young player though, which is the issue. If he was 22, 23, I'd wait until next season, I'd snap him back up. But I think he was about 29 years old. Still a shame that we didn't get any sort of money for him, because I reckon he would have been worth at least $1.5 million, which in this league goes a long way. Right, we're chasing now. We're chasing the ball. We're not chasing the game. But we're barely in control of this game, and every time we win the ball back, there is a Reading player there to snap it back up. But Connor Coventry, I'm going to toot my own horn here as manager of the Hive FC, but the signing of Connor Coventry, can't even say it, has been a bit of a masterstroke. He's done everything. Mubama going for goal. From range, it wasn't far off. Right, let's bring Seddon on for Wilson Esbrand. Slightly regretted getting Wilson Esbrand, even though he is a very good player and showing more than just a little bit of promise. We bought him on loan. He's a Manchester City player, and after I brokered the deal for his wages with Man City, I ended up signing 2 left backs from the free agent market anyway. So we've actually got 3 left backs, and we've got a centre back that can play in the left back position. So we've got far too much depth in that one position, whereas our right back position, we've got 2 natural right backs. One is very young and not ready for regular first team football just yet. Right, let's play in Alvarez. Alvarez trying to use a bit of pace here. Oh, he's trying to chip it over to get the shot on, and he just can't take control of it again. Okay. And our right back is our natural right back here. He is left-footed. So that's one position I definitely want to strengthen in the next transfer window, and possibly even, much as it pains me to say it, a goalkeeper. And I know exactly what goalkeeper I want, and I don't think he's going to be massively expensive. But I'm not willing to pay £10 million for a player at this point. Not in League One. Even though we've got 25 million to play with, I don't think I'm 100% covered. Unless it's a striker. Unless it's a striker.
Now with Savage.
Because then it's justified then. We sold one striker for 31 million. We can buy a replacement striker for 10 million. I'll be very happy with that. One person I was looking at was Ben Brereton Diaz, who is marked as a left midfield player in this game. But he can play that striker role if needed. And he has thrived in that striker role, especially when he played for Blackburn. He's thrived in that role. Mubama just can't get in position there. Nice header down from Ashton. Can't control it though. Redden are moving it around quite nicely now. Coventry's a bit knackered. Ball's in. Keeper's got it. And we're going to run this game out here. And it's another unconvincing 1-0 win. But 3 points are 3 points and we're still top of the table. And we will look to ride this good form into our next match against Crawley Town. A poor start, however. Crawley go 1-0 up after Obi finds himself in miles of space to beat Oliver. Alex Bruno gets equaliser, great speed, great control and a great finish to round off an excellent move. 1-1 the score. There's so much competition at the Hive in the left back position. Caraval stakes his claim by taking on the entire opposition defence, beating one defender after another before getting the ball into the box and slotting the ball past the keeper into the net to make it 2-1. A special goal for him today. Alex Bruno makes it 3-1. A first time hit from outside the box beats the keeper and increases our lead. Crawley narrow the gap. Swan with a turn and fires past the goalie to make it 3-2 now. Alex Bruno on the score sheet again with possibly his finest effort to date. It's hard, it's high and it's well placed to make it 4-2 to the Hive FC. To add insult to injury, Schmidt gets his first goal for the club. He goes for power and it pays off to make it 5-2. Why stop at a hat-trick when you can make it 4? Bruno skips past his man to leave himself one-on-one with the keeper and finishes with a classy shot into the goal. He's making it look too easy. Bruno's in contention for being our best signing of the season so far. Let's just hope we can hold on to him. The game ends 6-2 as we assert our dominance on League One. Divan Mubama is also one of our best signings this year. Top goal scorer so far, and if he keeps this up, we'll be looking to make his loan move permanent. The Hive take on Cambridge United. Mubama makes it 11 goals for the season, showing great strength before blasting the ball into the net. Mubama then turns assist maker for Alvarez, who sets himself up nicely and beats the goalie with a left-footed strike. Mubama then again assists Alvarez, who takes one touch and curls the ball majestically past the goalkeeper to make it 3-0. The game ends in victory and we go marching on. All eyes on Alex Bruno as we take on Stevenage. Stevenage take the lead. Young goalkeeper Cohen Adams is woefully out of position and it's an easy finish in the end. Stan Dancy does not shower himself in glory here. Already on a booking, makes an awful challenge and is rightfully given a red card. The Hive are down to 10 players now, but the 10 remaining men show great determination. Bruno plays in young to score his first goal of the season, 1-1 now, and finally Hugh Johnson with a great ball to Bruno who can do no wrong at the moment. A wonderful goal to finish the game and collect all 3 points. The Hive FC sit pretty at the top of League One. One last look at the table then. We are 17 games in, we have won 15 out of 17. We have drawn the other 2, which means we are so far in the league undefeated, which is an incredible achievement. We've got a goal difference of 27. We've got the best attack in the league. We've got the joint best defence in the league. Everything seems to be going very, very well. We've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup, which is a real shame. We're still in the BSM Trophy, and next time we will have our first FA Cup game of the season against Exeter. I am very, very hopeful. It is going very well so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.